Okay guys, listen, it's about to be wild in Big Brother's house for the next few hours leading up to the wager task presentation that's set to happen tomorrow. Guys, the first chaos of the season is about to begin from tonight. As I speak, as at the time of me filming this video, the Disruptors are already executing their first mission of the season. And guys, oh my God, this one is really crazy. It is crazy. And already they are doing great at it. In fact, I'm so pumped. I cannot wait to see the housemates' reaction to this one. It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be insane. So please make sure you watch to the end of this video, because trust me, you don't want to miss out on the details of this particular mission. It is crazy, as I said. Now, aside Biggie's instructions about the mission, there was also the continuation of the first diary session of the season with the remaining housemates that were not able to have theirs yesterday. And some of these housemates made quite an impression on me. Yeah. And one of them is Yolanda. Guys, Yolanda is cuckoo. Yolanda is not normal. She's not normal. And I love it. I love it. This girl is crazy. She's crazy, but smart crazy. And she was spitting a lot of fire during her session today. I'm going to spill all of this tea to all of you on this video. So please watch till the end. Do not skip out on any part, all right? And officially, you are all specially welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Gloria Elijah. This is Frankly Speaking with Gloria Elijah, and I am the girl with the tea. For those of you that are new here, special greetings to all of you. Thanks for choosing to subscribe, to joining this community. For those of you that are yet to become a part of us, please do not hesitate to do exactly what you see on your screen. So the OGs out there returning, thank you all so much for coming back home. And quickly, let's get into the business of this video. Beginning with Lerato. Had done a video earlier today sharing details about Lerato's declarations about not being able to stand Yolanda in the house yesterday. Yeah, it was such a huge declaration that she had made. According to her, whilst they were at the table yesterday, I think on Monday, Yolanda had outrightly said that if anybody does not like her, they should say it. And she, of all people, could not stand the girl. So she had gone ahead to say it. Yes, now people thought she was joking, but she wasn't. Now, her reasons were that Yolanda is unnecessarily noisy, loud, and Yolanda is probably part of the reason she's been having a headache since Sunday after the lunch show, because the girl is so loud and unnecessarily argumentative, which is quite true, ladies and gentlemen. Yolanda is very, very argumentative, and by listening to her own diary session, I got to understand why she was doing some of the things that she was doing, because the Yolanda I'm seeing now in the house is completely different from the Yolanda that we saw on the day of the lunch show. Because guys, I'm still shocked every time I see her in her element, but we're gonna get to Yolanda's part, right? But still about Lerato, she outrightly told Big Brother that she does not want to be friends with this girl.
No, I don't like her, and I know it's a me problem. I just can't. She's just a lot.
Doesn't think they'll ever be friends. She doesn't even think that there's any need for both of them to even gel. Yeah, because she does not like the girl's personality. She's all over the place, constantly wanting to argue, and it's quite exhausting, thereby drawing them back from the preparations for their wager task presentation, which is set to happen tomorrow. And I'm like, okay, fair enough. As they say, you must not like everybody, right? You like those you can like, and you tolerate or try to accommodate those that you can accommodate. And that was something similar that Lerato also explained, that she's okay with Yolanda occupying space in Big Brother's house. Yeah, it does not mean that she doesn't like the girl, no, but she just can't stand the girl. And I'm like, well, Lerato, I hope you also know that there are people in that house that just cannot stand you. Yeah, but I kind of liked the way she was putting it all out there, because, ladies and gentlemen, that was some sort of introduction of a major female rivalry for this season. That was like Lerato declaring war against Yolanda, and this is like a cold war. Yes, a cold war, a psychological war. They don't need to fight, they don't need to attack each other physically, but we just know that there's this silent rift between these two people, and it might unfold much later than sooner. All right, let me know what you think about Lerato's resolve about Yolanda in the comment section below. Liama's diary session was also quite revealing. Now, she had first opened up about gelling with Jerry and Sinai. Yeah. Today, as a matter of fact, I noticed that there was some sort of distance between her and Jerry, unlike yesterday when they were literally all over each other, cuddling, spending more time together. It was today, I think after our diary session, that they started talking again. It felt like there was just this rift, like this distance between them. But now they are back in their good spaces again. But earlier, whilst they were avoiding each other sort of, Liana had been spending more time with Sinai, which brought a lot of questions to mind, but I'm going to reserve those questions to see how the pool party goes, if there's going to be a pool party. Now, still on a diary session, she has said that the housemate that she's not really getting along with for now is Papa Ghost. And the reason is because the guy is like a reflection of her. The guy reminds her of herself. Yes, he's very, very controlling, very, very authoritative, bossy. He likes having things his way. Every time, all their meetings they are doing, the guy is always controlling, and she knows that that's exactly how she is. So Biggie had asked her that, okay, you are this way. How is it going to impact your game in the house? How is it going to help you relate with your fellow housemates? She said, she's actually learning, to allow people also have a say, to allow people have their way, because she knows that that is who she is. But unlike Papa Ghost does not give every other person a chance. He wants to be in charge, and she just feels like, nah, she can't be on good terms with this person, so she's not even trying. And I found it quite interesting because this was the same person that said during her intro video on the day of the launcher that she gets really upset when things don't go her way. Guys, things are happening. As I said, I'm going to reserve my comments on some of these things I've been observing and noticing, and I will share as time goes on. Moving on to Yolanda's diary session, guys. It was hilarious.
Who comes to Big Brother if they don't want to go out there? It doesn't make sense. What are we here to do? I know 2 million, yes, but you can't come here if you don't want people to know you. I don't know if that makes sense.
It was so hilarious. It felt like I was actually watching a comedy show. Where somebody is relaying events, right? And they are the narrator and they are also the audience. She's the one talking, she's the one laughing, and her laughter is so infectious. Guys, I was literally laughing. I was laughing my head off. This girl was giving Big Brother premium gist. She started with Papa Ghost, obviously talking about, their different disagreements this past few days. And it's the same thing that Liam had actually said. That Papa Ghost wants to be the one controlling everything, But what she did not say was the fact that sometimes she was just arguing out of point, just to make sure that she has a say over whatever is happening in the house, right? Now, she went ahead to say a lot of things about Papa Ghost. I'm like, yeah, right. Like, you are innocent as well. Now, aside Papa Ghost, she also gave her opinion about so many other housemates. Now, to summarize all that she said, apparently, Yolanda has been playing the role of an investigator in Big Brother's house, an investigator in disguise. It's not like Big Brother actually gave her a special position. No, she's a real housemate. But this her outgoing personality that she all of a sudden is displaying in the house, it's centered around getting to know the strengths and weaknesses of her fellow housemates. And she's been having a lot of discoveries. Yeah, she mentioned the likes of young Papi.
Yeah, because now I know that he's actually not quiet. He's not. He's actually not quiet. He was just trying to, be under the whatever so that he's, we saw you. He's not quiet. And I saw that he does get irritated very easily.
She noticed that the guy is very, very outgoing and he talks a lot, but all of a sudden this past day that the guy has been crawling back into his shell and acting like he doesn't talk, and she's like, hey, come out, we see you, we know that you can talk. And then she had pointed out Lerato, that, well, whatever, that she has seen the way Lerato looks at her, but she doesn't really care. But now she has that information to her advantage. She knows how to trigger certain people if she wants to trigger them. And then there was a game that Biggie introduced today on Monday when I was talking about the instructions for the Housemates weekly wager task, and informed you all about a particular game that Biggie had said he was going to introduce to the housemates. They were to play that game to help them gather more information about one another. So they had played that game today. Yes, it was a game of dice where the housemates would roll a dice, and it's whichever number they get, they would answer to the question, that was indicated to that number. So from that game, a lot of these housemates, they revealed a lot about themselves. And for some weird reason, I was kind of disappointed that the likes of Mark Jr. literally went all out to open his mouth to give away his own game. Like, this guy literally gave away himself. And these people were asking a lot of intelligent questions. But some of these housemates were so carried away, to wanting to really let us, the viewers, know about them, that they, in the process, gave away their strategies. Yes, and Yolanda was taking notes. And she mentioned this in a diary session, that Mark Jr. guy, the guy is always shying away from the crowd, not talking, but today, that she got to learn about his gameplay. I said, Chai, this girl is too good. She is too good. In fact, the point is, Yolanda is not sleeping on this game. Yolanda is doing the Lord's work. She's working hard on the devil, and she's been gathering information to her advantage. And it seems as though she's very prepared to take down any of our fellow competitors in the game. The other two disruptors also had their diary session. As a matter of fact, they were the last two housemates, to get into the diary room. And it was after their diary session, I got to understand why Big Brother had called them both as the last housemates, right? Now, for Taki, Big Brother had very interesting questions for him, and I literally had to take down those questions, so as to give you guys proper feedback. Now, Biggie asked him, aside the usual questions of, how are you settling in, blah, blah, blah. Biggie then asked about his observations about the housemates' personalities and their tactics, as a disruptor that he is. And, oh my God, I was so impressed with Taki's responses. This guy is very intelligent. In fact, the disruptors, they're very, very quick thinkers. They think on their feet. Now, Taki responded that he noticed that there's a lot of ego in the house. There's a lot of ego masqueraded by teamwork, and love for, everybody in the house. And when he made that statement, I knew instantly that I was actually referring to both Yolanda and Papa Ghost, yes, because he's had this conversation partially already with Mark Jr., who is very close to in the house. I did a video about it earlier today, guys, so please go ahead and check it out. Yes, so he made that statement, and then he further explained that Papa Ghost, is very, very controlling. He's very, very bossy. And the only person that can actually stand up to him is Yolanda. But then it's not like Yolanda is actually different. Yolanda is literally a reflection of Papa Ghost. They're actually the same. I'm like, whoa, what an observation. Guys, I was really impressed because what he said was nothing but the absolute truth. And he further explained that he doesn't think that these two people will ever find common ground because they're always clashing. He doesn't even think that there will be room for reconciliation between these two people. And guys, I could not help but agree. He further shared that part of his observation is the fact that there are now cliques in the house, different cliques, different factions, and there's a lot of tension. Yes, people are getting irritated by people. They've been holding it in, but he has a very strong feeling that there's going to be chaos when there's a party in the house come on Saturday. And guys, I feel like if there's going to be a pool party, this chaos is going to start from there. But we don't even have to wait till there's a party. This new mission has to be executed by the disruptors. As I mentioned from the start of this video, it's going to be the beginning of the chaos in Big Brother's house. Yes. Now, moving on, Biggie now giving the instructions for this mission. According to Big Brother, he and his fellow disruptors are to hide as many avatars as they can hide. Yes, by midnight. Yes, and then they are to also hide at least one of their own avatars. And if you're wondering what these avatars are, I already explained it as well, guys. It is the individual projects that these housemates are working on ahead of their wager task presentation, which is set to happen tomorrow evening. Yes, so they are to hide these avatars, as many as possible, And then the avatars are to miraculously reappear, you know, just a few minutes before the presentation. Now, when Fahima had her own diary session, Big Brother had also given her the same instruction. Now, Biggie had also instructed them that immediately after their diary session, they should go around and scout for perfect areas of the house, you know, to hide those avatars. And then by midnight, they were to execute the mission. And guys, me, I was kind of scared for these people because I myself have looked around and it just seems like the house is just too exposed, yes. But I spotted some very, very good places, you know, in the head of house lounge, which already they've hidden Taki's avatar under the head of house's bed, you know. So there their mission has started. But before we conclude this video, let's talk about Fahima's diary session. Fahima has also been very observant of everything that's been happening in the house. Remember, these disruptors are on a mission, which is quite exciting every time I think about it or even talk about it. Now, Biggie had asked her as well, you know, to share her observations about the housemates' personalities and their tactics. And she had responded that there's a lot of fakery in the house. Yeah, people are very fake. People are not really giving off, you know, their true feelings. She's noticed that there's going to be a lot of drama very soon, especially with regards to the girls, that the girls don't like each other. They fake it and make it look like, oh, it's all love and vibes over there, but the girls do not like each other. Yeah, that even the guys, you know, she's cool with the guys, but she's also noticed that a lot of the guys want to speak to her, but they are scared. They are scared because some of these guys, they've already started, you know, forming connections with some of the girls. But she has a strong feeling that that connection is going to be broken because she's out there to scatter the world of these guys. She's out there to cause chaos, yes, and she's going to do it, yes. So what's going to happen sooner or later is that these guys, even though they're already talking to these girls, they're going to come to her and she's going to give them the attention. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm super excited. Frankly, this season is so promising already. And I really do hope that these disruptors live up to the expectation that they have brought to the show, that us, the viewers, also have on them. But I'm going to stop talking here right now because disruptors are still at it. They're still doing their work. And I cannot wait to come give you all the information. All right. So go ahead, share with me your thoughts in the comment section below. I'll see you guys on another episode of Frankly Speaking with Gloria Elijah. Thanks for watching and have an amazing evening.